Alrighty, guys. We are back here with another Cinemacon live stream, and I already see we got some people start discussing in the chat right now. I'm gonna answer some of those questions. First off, we got one from Gar. When is it supposed to start? Starts at 3:45, but I'm on a bit later because we don't really get to see the announcements of about like 20, maybe 20 to 30 minutes into the panel because they show a little like sizzle reel. They talk about 20 minutes about the movie industry first. So I hopping on a bit later just because of that. Just because of that. So, that's what I want to know. And to Yonder Boy 08, they do not live stream CinemaCon. This is just it's just announcements. They don't live stream this event at all. So bear with me, bear with me. We are going to be on probably close to 6 o'clock, if I'm right. Yeah, because supposedly this goes to 5:30, and we've already done two. We've live streamed two events. Three panels have happened. That has been Sony, Lionsgate, and Warner Brothers. I think Sony has brought down the house more than Lionsgate and Warner Brothers. I do believe Warner Brothers with their announcements has been the weakest, but I heard they had a really good presentation. So there for that. So we're gonna go over to discussing film right now. Look at his Twitter. Look at his Twitter, and we're gonna see like if there's been anything posted yet, because Universal, this is what we got for Universal. So the main thing I want them to talk about is Wicked for Good. That's my most anticipated Universal movie. And then some more news on Jurassic World Rebirth. That would be cool to hear. We kind of already know the story, but maybe they show some more footage. Because I know a lot of people weren't really excited after that first trailer. I thought the trailer was pretty good, but a lot of people were like, it looks okay, I'm like, okay, that's what people thought. People thought it looked okay. And then I guess the third movie, like, I really want them to talk about, I don't think they will, but is Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. If we can just talk a little bit about that, because Universal, they've talked about Wicked at the last two CinemaCons, and that was like a few years before the movie came out. So I do think that Universal would actually talk about uh, the Odyssey, which is my probably most anticipated movie of 2026 over Avengers. I cannot wait for the Odyssey. Like those set photos with John Bernthal, Tom Holland, even the ones we've seen behind the scenes of Matt Damon. The movie looks incredible, and it looks like very minimal CGI is being used in the movie. Like a lot of it's on site and on location, so that's pretty cool to see. But I did promise we'd go look at that page. Let's go look at that page right now. All right, so here we go. So the first thing we got some new posters for Jurassic World Rebirth on display here at CinemaCon. And what we can see here, we got two posters. We got one of Scarlett Johansson, who is the star of this movie. And then, we have another one right here with Blade himself, Mahershala Ali, showing the red for Blade. Very excited to see something, it would be cool that, if Universal could maybe drop some of their footage online. I'm not expecting it to. I honestly thought they could drop a Superman trailer yesterday during Warner Brothers. They didn't. So I'm not expecting, them to drop anything online. And maybe they'll reveal some really cool stuff. And, now we got that it is 60 minutes ago. Universal Pictures Cinema Precision will begin soon. And this site will be tweeting everything about it. All right, so let's refresh the page. Anything new? No? Okay. I do have another page with CinemaCon 2025 where people will be more up to date. All right. Let's see. Okay. So nothing has really come out to play yet. So it looks like they're doing some types of orchestra actually right now to demonstrate the power of music and film, which makes sense, Wicked being a musical, Wicked kind of being the biggest thing people are excited for right now, which I believe a lot of us are excited for Wicked. Listen, when they first announced they were doing a Wicked movie, I was not really excited. I had some excitement, but for someone like who had never seen Wicked, who had never even seen the Broadway play, who, for me, like, I'm not really a music guy, There's not a lot of musicals I've watched haven't done much. For me, like, one of my favorite musicals, The Great Showman, was like the last musical I watched. I didn't even go to the theaters to see that. I saw that when it came onto like the iTunes store, and I bought it and watched it. And I thought that was really good. I really liked the music from Great Showman as well. So when Wicked was coming out, when we got that first look, I'm like, okay, this looks cool, but I still knew nothing about it. I go back and watch myself and feel like I was an idiot for saying the things I did, because oh my god, that movie was great. Like that movie, I believe I put it at number 4 of my favorite movies of 2024. I did put a few other ones above it. There were 3 others I liked better, but I absolutely loved Wicked. I thought it was a great film. And what they did with the Oscars at Wicked, all with like Ariana and Cynthia coming out and singing in the opening of the Oscars, oh my god, it was great. Like literally, like they sounded exactly like they did in the movie, and it was so great and so powerful as well. Uh, and I'm gonna go back to refreshing the page right now. Let's see. If new, nope, 14 minutes ago. This is all they got, 14 minutes. So they're definitely like it takes some time. It takes some time. And let's talk about another thing. Sadly, that happened today. Uh, Val Kilmer sadly passed away today. This was a hard one for me because I've watched a lot of Val Kilmer movies, guys. Like I've watched, if it's to Real Genius, which is one of my favorites, even if it's to his Batman movie, to Top Gun, to Willow. Like this man has been a part of the movie sphere for such a long time, and we all knew, that he was at a point in his life where like he could not speak anymore. I think his performance in Top Gun Maverick, him not speaking, I actually cried watching Top Gun Maverick when I saw him show up and saw him talking to Tom Cruise like the Navy needs Maverick. Like it, and him being gone almost doesn't feel real because I grew up with so much of his movies. Like Real Genius, like that's a very much an underrated Val Kilmer movie, and I feel like a lot of people talk about it. That he is great in that movie. Like he was such a terrific actor, and I think, and he was only 65, guys, 65 years old when we lost Val, and that's all I gotta say. It was a real shame to lose him. Like he's probably for all of us watching, like we all watched a Val Kilmer movie, over and over again. If that's to Willow having like this cult classic, a fan base to it, and then there's like Batman. He was a Batman, wasn't the best Batman. Listen. There's a lot of Batman back then. Let's look. Batman, Val Kilmer. I can't even remember what. Yeah, he was in Batman Forever. That was the one with Jim Carrey, Tommy Lee Jones. What I think that was the Batnips, right? That was the Batnips. I can't remember. Was that? Yep, that was the Batnips. We had Batnips there. Yeah, that was a strange time for Batman because we had the Batnips. But still, legendary man. We'll always remember him personally for Real Genius and Top Gun. But he was an icon, and a lot of people loved him, and I was one of those. So let's now get back to the presentation. We did our little Val Kilmer, bit right there, saying like how much he meant to me and all that. All right, still nothing. I'm gonna go to my other Fred's page, see if there's anything there. All right. Okay, so this is another guy that I've heard like been tweeting a lot out of Cinemacon, so I'm gonna go to him also right now. So I'm gonna close that out and go to him. So this is what he had to say 1 minute ago. Global Distribution Chairman Peter Levinson now on stage. They will showcase lots of exclusive trailers for their upcoming films during today's panel. All right, so that means a lot of trailers. A lot of trailers are going to show up today, which is very, very cool, which means there might be trailers we've never even seen before. So it's exciting. It's exciting. Let's see what trailers they can show. So I'm gonna say one, they're gonna show a Wicked for Good trailer. They got to. It's Wicked. It's probably their biggest franchise right now. Another one, a new Jurassic World footage. I'm gonna say in there. I'm also, what else could they show? I'm gonna look at a list of I'm gonna go to Universal and see what movies they got coming out, because I don't know for the Odyssey they would show anything because that just started filming. Like they could show stuff for the Odyssey there, which they will not release that online, but they will definitely show that to the audience there, which might bring the house down if they bring Christopher Nolan on stage. So Universal Studios. All right. So we're going Studios movies. They're going to be really specific with Google, apparently. Let's see. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen again to the Universal movie page. All right. So as you can see here, we got a lot of stuff in here. We got some stuff. So we have the coming soon right here. They're not going to show anything for How to Train Your Dragon because they actually aired that earlier today at Cinemacon. They could show some new things for Drop, but that literally comes out a week from now. Like, literally, it comes out like in a few weeks, so not much for that. Megan 2.0, they'll probably show footage for Megan 2.0. Bad Guys 2, possibly, yes, comes out this year. And then Nobody 2, they're going to show Nobody 2 trailer. I'm actually excited for Nobody 2. I thought the first one was okay. Bob Odenkirk, that guy's a great actor. That guy's a freaking fantastic actor, man. I'm so glad they decided to do a second one because the first one, I think, came out during COVID times. So them going back to this franchise, they're trying to make it a franchise, they're very much a John Wick-inspired franchise. So I'm glad, they're doing a second one. I cannot wait for it. I cannot wait to see what the story is. Excited for Nobody 2. Then we got this movie called that. I think Him is the new Jordan Peele movie, I believe. And we still do not know a whole lot about it. All we know is that there's like this football, and that's it. So it's a Jordan Peele movie. I think he's producing it. I don't know if he's directing, but that's going to. Now, if we go down here, like I said, Wicked for Good. There's also the Black Phone 2 here. And then we also have some other 2026 movies. We have a new Exorcist movie by Mike Flanagan, who, if you know that name, you should. He, I believe, is also involved with DC Studios' Clayface movie. He recently did the House of Usher TV show. He also did another horror series that on Netflix that I can't remember the name, but I know it was very big, and a lot of people were talking about it for a while. Now, some other ones, of course, in here is Super Mario Bros. 2. I don't even know if they even started voice recording or filming anything for that yet. So they could show some stuff there, because they do say they're going to show a lot of trailers. Then, of course, you got the Steven Spielberg film, which is apparently a UFO film. Maybe they officially announced that. Show us a title card, so tell us what the movie's about. And then, of course, I said, this is Jordan Peele's film down here, right here. Jordan Peele is actually, we were talking about him. He, I believe, is actually executive producing that. So, yeah, more Jordan Peele for Universal. Of course, we already talked about the Odyssey. I really hope to see something from there. Maybe, you announce the entire official cast in the entire world. Bring out Christopher Nolan, say, like, here's the Odyssey. We got a little, like, behind-the-scenes reel for you guys here at CinemaCon. Nothing to release on the internet, but maybe, like, we get some description of the footage we see there and kind of get some confirmations for who actors like Tom Holland, John Bernthal, and, all those other actors and actors are playing in the movie. And then we got Minions 3, which is supposed to be, I believe, a like Super Minions movie, which if you remember the Despicable Me 4, they introduced the Super Minions, probably that's what Minions 3 is going to be about. And then Shrek 5, even with all the controversy over the animation, they'll probably do little snippets of Shrek 5. We've already seen some footage for it on YouTube, and they released some, so they might show some more there. So they could be showing something for every single thing here, if that is like what is going to happen. So let us go back to discussing film, see if they still nothing yet, and then I'll go back to my other source. All right, so we got some stuff being shown here. Okay, so I'm going to go over to him because he's being more, proactive, it seems like, than the other person we were then discussing. So this is what we got. So we got first film to be showcased tonight is Jurassic World Rebirth. The cast of Jurassic World Rebirth is now on stage. So they're starting off with Jurassic World Rebirth. Now, if they show any trailer or drop any footage actually to us on the internet, I will not be reacting to it because I will be hit with a copyright strike by Universal. Don't want to be hit with copyright. Sometimes Universal is nice, sometimes they're not, but I don't expect really any trailers to be dropped right now. All right, so I think for Jurassic World Rebirth, since we just got a trailer for it, they're probably going to show a lot of footage. And usually at CinemaCon, what they've done, it's like for yesterday, F1, they showed 10 minutes of F1. I think they're going to show like 10 to 15 minutes of Jurassic World Rebirth. They could show like one of the scenes with a dino chase, show the scene with them going up and getting the pterodactyl egg, and that would be pretty cool to hear about and read kind of description and kind of get a sense of what the audience there is feeling after they see the footage. Because like I was saying before, a lot of people did not really particularly love that Jurassic World Rebirth trailer, which is understandable. The last Jurassic World Rebirth I think was the weakest of all of them. Wasn't like horrible, but it was very much not a good movie. Still made $1 billion though. This is still $1 billion franchise, so excited to see if this movie can kind of turn around. And of course, they got Gareth Edwards. Listen. I love Gareth Edwards. I loved the creator. I thought, for a movie that had an $80 million budget, the creator was absolutely a CGI marvel with that CGI for the robots, for the AI. I thought it was a pretty good story too. I enjoyed the film a lot. And I really think, with his sort of film style, how Gareth Edwards has a VFX background and how Jurassic Park was known like for breaking so many VFX, breakthroughs from the time when it released. I hope he does release something really interesting here. Kind of what he did with the creator, where it almost felt like the CGI we were seeing on screen was like almost could be real in a way, and you couldn't tell the difference between if it was fake or real. That's why I'm excited for Gareth Edwards. And that's why I'm a bit more excited for Jurassic World Rebirth than maybe the other ones, because it's Gareth Edwards. And I love him. And of course, Gareth Edwards also worked on Rogue One. And Rogue One has, like I said before, Rogue One is my favorite Star Wars movie or anything since the original trilogy. I know there's been a lot of other Star Wars stuff, but I love Rogue One. I think it's a great movie. The best thing Star Wars has done since the original trilogy. All right. I'm going to refresh our page now. Anything else? All right. Let's see. So now we got, it has been a lifelong dream to be in a Jurassic movie by Scarlett Johansson at Cinemacon. Okay, so basically, Scarlett Johansson, like every actor, is like, I'm so happy to be part of the franchise. Woo! Yeah, you got to say it. You're an actor. And I honestly believe that. Scarlett Johansson, I think, is a very underrated actor. A lot of people, I feel like, have only really seen her in Avengers. Like, she has done so many things after Avengers. There was, I believe, Marriage Story, which if you have not seen the scene between her and Adam Driver, like there's this scene where they're just talking for about 7 to 10 minutes about their marriage, and it's like so dramatic. It goes by like that, and I think she's a great actor. I think she is a great actress. She hasn't really been in anything like this big since Avengers, though. Like, I think right now she's like, I'm gonna try to go off from Marvel and do my own franchise thing, because we know they're gonna do 3 movies with her, like in it, and I hope we also get some more from Mahershala Ali. It would be funny. It's like, it's so great to be back in the movies since I've been hiding inside Marvel Studios for the past 5 years because they haven't made my fucking movie yet. I'm so glad Mahershala is in this. I love Mahershala Ali. Moonlight. Oh my god, that movie is not an easy watch, but oh my god, I had to watch that for a film class, and I'd never seen it before, and oh my god, Moonlight is a movie. I honestly, that year, now, after watching it, I'm like, how did that not win Best Picture? I haven't seen La La Land either, so can't really judge it if I haven't seen it. But also, I really liked him also in Alita Battle Angel, but that's the last time I thought I really saw Mahershala Ali in a movie, which was Alita Battle Angel, which felt like it came out 5 years ago. So it's been a while. Marvel Studios has been keeping him in a bunker trying to help him finish Blade for the last 5 years, so glad to see him back out here. All right. Let's do a little refreshy. All right. So looks like we got some more updates from discussing film. So I'm going to go back over to them because they got some more stuff words from Scarlett and the director, Gareth Edwards. All right. We're going to look at Gareth Edwards first. Okay. This is what Gareth Edwards had to say. Gareth Edwards jokes that he was diagnosed with a condition as a child that he had to constantly watch Jurassic Park. I thought there was no hope for a cure until I found an email with a screenplay attached. Oh God, I love this man. Listen. I always love it when we have directors who come out and say that they're massive fans of the Project Aaron. Like Barry Jenkins. I believe at D23, Barry Jenkins said that he had watched The Lion King over 1,000 times by himself, but also with his family. And I love directors who just have a love for the projects there, and they're just not like, oh, I'm doing this for another paycheck. No, this is like the thing I've been working for my entire career. I've been wanting to do this my entire life. I love directors who are like that. So love this man, Gareth Edwards. Okay, and then we got some stuff from ScarJo. Says the aim of with Jurassic World Rebirth to bring scares back to the franchise. So yes, okay. Listen, Jurassic Park as a kid terrified me. Like, those movies were not just great, like, action movies. They were terrifying. And then with the World movies, it felt like they became more action. And, like, the dinosaur scares become unscary. Like, you're supposed to be scared of a T-Rex. You're supposed to be scared of these dinosaurs because they can eat you in a single bite and kill you, like, no matter where you are. Like, these things can murder you. And I think the thing that is annoying with those movies is like the Jurassic World movies became nostalgia bait. It kind of like what the Star Wars movies became. It's like, oh, look at the nostalgia. We have this nostalgia, that nostalgia. You know, oh, you love the OG free original actors. We'll bring them back. I'm like, okay, but the story is what really people loved about Jurassic Park. Like, it wasn't just about dinosaurs eating people. Don't get me wrong, it was great for that, but there was like the scary moments, like in Jurassic Park 3 when they have the Spinosaurus just chasing them around the entire island. My God, it's terrifying. And like that scene with William H. Macy was like, hey, I'm trying to call you, and they look back and the Spinosaurus is just staring them down. It's like, oh crap. Like, oh, I love that they're doing that, bringing back scares, because from that trailer, I did get a sense they were trying to bring back a scary tone to the franchise, which I like, because dinosaurs are supposed to be scary. Like, if you saw a T-Rex today, you wouldn't be like, hey, little T-Rex. No, you'd be like running for the hills if you saw it. So glad that's kind of confirmed right now. All right, nothing else updated. Let's go back to the other page. All right. All right. So I'm going to go back to the other one because we got some more. I'm just going to switch in between these two. They got this guy updates a bit more recently. He says, actor Scarlett Johansson on shooting Jurassic World Rebirth on location. Most blockbusters are shot with a green screen and studio, but director Gareth Edwards wanted to make this feel as realistic as possible, so we had to head to the other side of the world. See, another thing that I think movies need to do more of, they need to be shooting on location. Sure, you know, things like the volume help in certain ways, but, you know, I remember watching The Mandalorian Season 3 and a lot of other Star Wars shows and feeling like, you know, there's all this background, but it doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel like you could actually go there. You know, one of the things I love, like, now that movie studios are like, we need to shoot on location because audiences are smart enough to tell if it's green screen or not. Like, some things you need to green screen. Like, you know, with Mandalorian and Star Wars, like, that's alien planets and all that. You need to use CGI. But for Jurassic World, I'm pretty sure you can shoot that on location and, like, CGI and a dinosaur in here and there. Like, and that trailer did really feel like it was on location and they weren't just roaming through a CGI forest, which I like. And I love that, you know, even though Gareth Edwards is a VFX artist, he has a VFX background, like he came from that world, that he still wants to do things that feel realistic for the audience. And I think that's really important with these movies as well, is that not just shooting on a green screen, but making it feel like we're actually there in the jungle with these group of characters navigating this world of dinosaurs. All right, let's refresh Nuno. All right, we got some other new stuff. I'm going to go back to discussing film because they said they dropped a trailer. Okay. A trailer has been dropped, ladies and gentlemen. Trailer alert, not online, but at Cinemacon. All right. A new trailer for Jurassic World Rebirth shown at Cinemacon revealed the scene from Michael Crichton's Jurassic Park novel where the team attempts to drift through a lagoon in a raft with a T-Rex in tow. Okay, so if you honestly did not know before, which it took me a few years to figure this out, that Jurassic Park is actually based on a book. It is based on a book. And it was a book before it was a movie. And then it became way more mainstream when it became a movie, and people always thought it was an original idea, but it's based on a book. I personally have not read the book. You know, because I'm not the biggest Jurassic Park, Jurassic World guy. But it looks like they're also trying to honor the book as well. Listen. If you do not know, this Jurassic World movie is a bit different from the other ones because this is being written also by the original person who wrote the first Jurassic Park movie, which that movie is literally like perfect. It's what in my opinion, what I would regard as a perfect movie. I don't say that about a lot of movies. I've only said that a few times about like movies. I believe there's only like 3 or 4 movies I even consider perfect movies. And a lot of it was like changed from the original book, and a lot of fans of the book were like, "Yeah, this isn't what I read in the book." It's good that like the writer and even Gareth Edwards were like, "Listen, we're going to honor the source material," which a lot of times movie studios do not do. They want to do their own thing, and directors sometimes want to do their own thing to make it more original and to make it more theirs. And I think we got to realize we have to honor the source material. Honoring the source material is good, but not just doing a copy and paste. So it's cool, and also the confirmation that they have a new trailer they're showing, which they will probably release this trailer in a few months. I don't expect them to release it online now, but I do think they're going to release this trailer in a few months. Maybe in April, May. I do believe in April we are going to be getting a lot of new trailers. A lot. Because we need another trailer for Thunderbolts. No, not Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four. We need another trailer for Superman. And we need another trailer for Jurassic World because this movie is coming out at a time where this might be one of the biggest box office Julys in the history of cinema. Maybe even the biggest July period because you got 3 huge movies coming. You got Jurassic Park, you got Superman, and you got Thunderbolts. Sorry for doing the middle finger right there. Did not know where that was going. I did not think about that for a minute. I'm not trying to flip you guys off. But 3 huge movies coming out in July. Like, that is a stacked month. That means, like, every week we're going to have a new blockbuster in theater. And my fear has been that this Jurassic Park movie or World movie is going to be lost in the mix because you got Fantastic Four and Superman. Superman is some of people's most anticipated movies of, like, the last decade because it's the start of a new universe. Fantastic Four. People have been waiting for Marvel to do Fantastic Four for many, many years now. And then they announced this Jurassic World movie literally last year. And everyone's like, is this movie going to get lost in the shuffle? If this movie is good, if, like, Jurassic World is going to draw in a lot of kids, like, I know because a lot of parents show their kids Jurassic Park, my parents did, and it gets people wanting to go see dinosaurs. Listen, my opinion, the best thing you can see in cinema is 1, ninjas, 2, dinosaurs eating people. And people love seeing people being eaten by dinosaurs. So I do think this movie could be successful. It just depends if it's good, will people want to go back and watch it, even with those 2 other movies coming in at the same time, just a week later after this one releases. All right. So nothing new on that page. Let's go to the other one. All right. So nothing really news right now. So it looks like they're ending with a Jurassic Park trailer. Remember what they said in the beginning of this, that they're showing a lot of trailers. And remember, when they show a trailer, they're not going to be tweeting about the trailer when they're watching it because it's very rude, even in a movie theater, to have your phone on when something like this is happening. But the one thing we also remember about Jurassic World is that this movie does actually come out before Fantastic Four and Superman. So it has a week where it could make a lot of money. But I remember when that first trailer came out, a lot of the people still thought that this movie did not look great. A lot of people were like, oh, it's cool, but, like, it's the same. Like, same. Go to an island, investigate a mystery, then try to escape that island because dinosaurs are trying to kill us. Like, that's been the thing with Jurassic, the World movies. Like, a lot of them, every single movie seems like it's the same plot. And I hope, people are getting more excited seeing this footage that they're like, oh, damn, this is going to be a good one. This is going to be a blockbuster. So, I'm happy they're making it. Listen, Jurassic World did not make my most anticipated for 2025. I'm not a Jurassic Park, like, guy. I like the movies, but they're not my favorite. And Jurassic World, like, Dominion, like, really was like, okay. Because they did the whole cloning thing, which I really did not like the cloning thing. Like, the cloning storyline in that movies was, like, so weird. So I'm like, why would you clone a human? Like, why? Like, and then they just focused on that the entire time. It's like, we need to get the human clone and the clone of the Velociraptor baby. And, it just became stupid, in my opinion. It became really, really stupid. And, I think it still made $1 billion, but I really hope this is better. I really hope this is a turning point in the franchise, and we're not just relying on nostalgia now for this film. Alrighty. Refresho. Nothing new. Alright, nothing new yet. Alright. So, if there's anything you guys want to talk about, put it in the chat right now. We got some people participating, but I would like, let's see you guys just put down some thoughts and theories what you want for this presentation. Like I was saying in the beginning, the things that I really want out of this presentation is maybe some info on Wicked for Good. Maybe they show a trailer there. Give us some trailer footage, because I still don't know what to expect from Wicked for Good. Because as someone, like I said in the beginning, hasn't seen the musical, I've tried not to look up anything regarding the musical. I know nothing what's going to happen. I want to go in completely blind like I did for the first one, because I feel like that I will enjoy the movie more if I'm completely blind. That doesn't mean I still want to see some footage. I don't want to see them drop some footage and have some descriptions of it. And then, I do think they'll make some announcements. I think they will. Some stuff about Super Mario's 2, because that does come out 2026. Like I said, I really am not expecting Odyssey, but I wouldn't be surprised if Christopher Nolan sends in a video message, or even is there to talk a little bit about his film to get people even more excited, even though a lot of us are really excited for the Odyssey. So those are things I'm looking forward to. All right, 9 minutes and nothing else. Nothing else. All right. Let's go. Cinemacon 2025. Do 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 do. All right, looking like nothing else is happening. All right, I'm gonna go over to my other page, because it looks like Warner Brothers has stopped with Jurassic World. They've completed Jurassic World. That's all done, and they're moving on to their next movie, and that is The Bad Guys 2. So here it says the official trailer 2 for The Bad Guys 2 movie is being shown at CinemaCon 2025. All right. I'll tell you my thoughts on The Bad Guys. It's not for me. I did not go watch the first movie. The second trailer did not look appealing to me. And if you don't remember the second trailer, basically the premise for The Bad Guys 2 is the bad guys have retired, they're not villains anymore, and then there's this new group of female counterparts of them who want to steal something, and they hire them to get back into their line of work. So that's basically the story. Hey, DreamWorks, I think, has one of the best animation studios in the business. The movies DreamWorks makes are always hits. If that's to Puss in Boots, if that's The Wild Robot, even The Bad Guys, which got a second movie. And you also got Sam Rockwell in that movie, which I love Sam Rockwell. Oh, I love that man ever since Galaxy Quest. Oh my god, if you've not seen Galaxy Quest, it is a comfort movie for me. But let's see if there's anything else updated yet. All right, so we are going to go back to discussing film right now, because they have gives a little more description about Guy's trailer. All right, so let's go to discussing film. All right, so the new trailer for The Bad Guys 2 shown at CinemaCon shows the bad guys trying to steal a rocket ship, while the bad guys attempt to sabotage their plan to maintain their good image. Okay, I was a bit wrong. Okay, I thought they were teaming up. Okay, so That sounds cool. Like, I guess these guys are trying to steal a rocket ship. I don't really remember the trailer. I remember I saw it in front of like I think a movie a few months ago. I can't remember the trailer. I didn't watch the first one, like I said. So I guess it's interesting. I know there are some fans of that franchise. I'm never gonna hate on something because other people may like it. Even if I've never seen it. So it's cool for you. For you, Bad Guys fan, is this exciting? Like, are you guys hoping they drop the trailer online? They could. Bad Guys. I don't think made a whole ton of money, but still made money. So we'll see what happens. All right. Yeah, so nothing's happening. Usually there's like a 5 minute delay if they're showing something new. So it's like 4 to 5 minutes. They like do a little delay, then they tweet something else out. Now, this is also not the only live stream we are doing today. We're doing another one at 8:30 tonight. Hello in the chat. Hello. Amazon MGM is the first time they're at Cinemacon this year is having a panel 8:30 to 10 o'clock tonight. Why are you doing this? I mean, I want to go to bed. That's gonna be one, but I'm excited for that one because two things. One, Masters of the Universe. I'm want to know more about that movie because Travis Knight. I love Travis Knight. Bumblebee, I think, is one of the best Transformers movies ever made, along with Transformers One. But also, they could announce James Bond tonight. Who's playing James Bond? And like, you want to win the CinemaCon, you announce who's playing James Bond. I thought they might announce Batman yesterday in the DCU. Didn't happen. I'm like, listen, Amazon reveals who James Bond is. They are gonna get one of a standing ovation and be like, "Yeah, James Bond," and we're gonna go crazy too because we're gonna see it live. So we're doing that tonight. And also, they might do some more stuff with The Accountant too, which I'm also very excited for. I love John Bernthal. John Bernthal is like my favorite actor in the world right now. I love him in Daredevil. I will watch anything John Bernthal is in because he's just that good. And I cannot wait for The Accountant too because of that. All right. We're going to refresh the page again. All right. Oh! We got some breaking news. All right. A live-action remake of How to Train Your Dragon 2 is in the works in theaters June 11th, 2027. This is what's funny about this. By the time Beyond the Spider-Verse comes out, we will have 2 How to Train Your Dragon movies. Sony's like, damn. And like, listen, they showed How to Train Your Dragon today. I heard a lot of great things. How this movie is emotional. Even if there are some copy to paste scenes in the movie, people say it is really good. Like the first 10 to 15 minutes are a bit slow and a bit, like the animated movie. But once it gets past like the beginning and you see Toothless and Hiccup for the first time, it is great. And I think How to Train Your Dragon 2 is equally as good. Like, listen, How to Train Your Dragon 2, of course, is the introduction to his mother, which if they don't go get Kate Blanchett, who played his mom in the animated, I don't know what you're doing. You already got Gerard Butler playing Stoic. And listen, you can go get Kate Blanchett. One of my favorite lines in the movie is like when you see Stoic reuniting with his wife, and he goes over, and she's like, "I know what you're going to say," and he goes over to Hiccup's mom and says, "You're as beautiful as the day I lost you." And that is another thing that happens in that movie. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen How to Train Your Dragon animated films. Stoic dies! Yes, and that is an emotional gut punch. And I love How to Train Your Dragon 2. They also, I believe, Kit Harington was in How to Train Your Dragon 2. Don't know if they bring him back. Listen, I'm okay if they bring Kit Harington back. I love that man, Jon Snow. But officially, How to Train Your Dragon 2 is in the works, with the first one getting already rave reviews, even though the embargo doesn't lift till summer. It makes sense. How to Train Your Dragon 2 is in the works. Listen, I'll go see it. I love How to Train Your Dragon 2. There is a time skip, which I'm looking forward to, which makes sense because these kids they got are going to be much older than they are now. They're going to look a lot different. And, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. My thing is, like, are they only going to do 3 movies? Because, like, if we're doing a second one, you do the third one, that's where they ended the franchise. Well, are they going to do, like, the other books? Because it is a book series, and it's a very long book series. I read, like, I think one of the books in middle school, and there's a lot of other books, but hey, I will go see it. I love the trailer so far. I think they've been absolutely brilliant. I cannot wait. This was a franchise I loved as a Leo lad, so I will definitely go see these movies. All right, let's refresh the page, see if there's anything else. All right, so far it's just a confirmation of How to Train Your Dragon 2. All right, let's refresh the other one. And yep. Okay. So yeah, it's just How to Train Your Dragon 2 right now. So put in the chat if you are excited for this. And are you guys really are you guys excited for the new one? Like, I'm seeing it day one. Like, when is the release date for the new one actually? I gotta look at Universal real quick. So let's see. How to Train Your Dragon comes out June 13th. June 13th this year. Alright. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing it day one. Probably go see it on that Thursday. Cannot wait for this movie to release. Oh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. I'm gonna send this to one of my friends right now because he is a massive How to Train Your Dragon fan. Like, he religiously loves these animated movies. So I'm just gonna text it to him real quick. All right. So let's refresh our little page here and see if there is anything else that has come back on. All right. Nope. It's been 5 minutes. So something new is going to happen. Something new is going to be happening. Nothing from our other person. Nothing yet. Oh, yes. FNAF 2. Yes, they will definitely talk about FNAF 2. Just because it does come out this year. So I'm going to show you like why I think they'll talk about FNAF 2. But first off, they showed it. There was a little poster at Cinemacon already for it. There was. So if we go over to Universal Pictures and we go down to releasing this year, listen, it's a 2025 movie. Comes out in December. Listen, Cinemacon is about promoting movies coming out this year. They will talk about FNAF 2. I have not seen FNAF 1. I have not. I heard, the audience really loved it. The critics didn't. But it made a boatload of money. So I am very much interested in to see if they will talk about it. I think they will. Josh Hutcherson, love him. So in the chat, yeah, they will probably talk about FNAF 2 around the time when they're talking about like movies that like they haven't shown anything for. Because right now they're in like Bad Guys 2, Jurassic World, and then just confirmed How to Train Your Dragon 2. So definitely like going to talk about it pretty much because this goes until what 5:30. I'm pretty sure 5:30. So yeah, they're definitely talk about it. So if you're hoping for FNAF 2, they're definitely going to talk about it. All right, so let's go back to discussing film. Let's refresh. All right, nothing else yet. We'll go look at the other tab for you guys real quick. And nothing else yet. All right. So nothing else yet is showing up. We're still on this How to Train Your Dragon 2. Listen, Universal, I'm very excited for what they could announce. Listen, I'm still going to mention again. If they mention anything about the Odyssey, if Christopher Nolan's there, I will be fine. Like, so far, like, this is going out for me a lot better than the Warner Brothers. Listen, I heard the Warner Brothers presentation was great there, but for just seeing what they released online yesterday with, like, what they could talk about, it didn't seem like they really talked about that much. Like, I think they showed a little bit for Weapons, which that is the new Zach Krieger movie, which I'm a big Resident Evil fan, so I'm very much interested in his work going forward. Like, I've seen Barbarian. I just watched Companion in the theaters in January, so I love Zach Krieger. I think he's one of the best writers today working in Hollywood. But let's refresh the page because it has been 7 minutes now. Nope, still How to Train Your Dragon 2. All right, they must be showing something right now. I'm probably showing a trailer right now, which is the only thing that can make sense. Like, if if they we're on How to Train Your Dragon. Let's see what else they could be talking about because I have a feeling I might know what they've been doing. Right. So if we go back to the Universal movie page, so we already got the bad guys too. We already got stuff on How to Train Your Dragon. We already got stuff on Jurassic World. Next, I'm guessing is either Megan 2.0 or Nobody 2. I think they could be talking about this hippie, which I do believe Jordan Peele is an executive producer on. He dropped the poster this week, which is just like a football with blood under it, so that's going to be interesting. But I really want to see some stuff from Nobody 2. Megan 2.0, I don't really care about, honestly, because I didn't watch the first Megan. I thought it was just a memeable movie, honestly. I heard it was good. I heard people liked it, but I didn't watch it, and I still haven't watched it because it just doesn't look interesting to me. Like, I love horror, but like the whole like AI robot thing, I feel like is something that's been playing out a lot in Hollywood. So, not really, looking forward to that. But Nobody 2 would definitely be something. And then anything from down here, I would be interested in seeing because we have no posters, no like trailers for any of this stuff down here. All right, I'm gonna go look at discussing film. All right, we got something new. Okay, I'm gonna go back over discussing film for you guys. Going back discussing film, and it's what we're just talking about for him. Him is a new horror movie that follows a college quarterback who gets the chance to train with his idol. His idol takes him into a sinister world to see what he's willing to sacrifice for fame. Produced by Jordan Peele and directed by Justin Tipping. Okay, so this is from Jordan Peele, which Jordan Peele actually is a movie he's actually making in 2026 for Universal too, which is very interesting. But that's cool. Okay, I had a sense it was about college football, not the NFL, but it does look like it follows like kind of the track of like Jordan Peele's other type of movies. If it's to Get Out, if it's to what's the one he did with Winston Duke again? Oh, I can't remember the name of that movie. Us, yeah, to Us, and then even to Nope, where it's like there's this mystery and this like mystery that the audience has to try to figure out, and then it goes away you're completely not expecting it to go, which is the Jordan Peele fashion. I think this guy's a brilliant horror director. I think he does really, really good in horror. And like I actually really love Nope. I love Nope. I really enjoyed that movie. I thought it was great. Kiki Palmer was awesome in it. We still don't know the cast for this him movie. Listen, it does come out in 2025. No confirmed cast. I gotta know like something about it. But I love that it's a sports horror movie. Like horror, sports, sign me up. Very interested in that. All right, let's refresh. All right, nothing else. All right. So now it's being reported that the Nobody 2 trailer is being shown. So I'll go over to the other person we're looking at. So the first trailer for Nobody 2 is being shown at Cinemacon. All right. Like I said before, Nobody 2 was another movie I was very much looking forward to. Just because I thought the first one was good. Like it was very much a John Wick successor, in my opinion. Like, listen, Bob Odenkirk, great actor. I love him. Like, if that's the Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, even for his like one episode he did in The Bear, which is The Dinner, which if you have not watched that episode of The Bear, it is so good. Like, if you're gonna watch any episode of TV and you want to know anything about acting, that is the episode you watch. It's one of the greatest episodes of television I think I've ever watched. It is so good. It's hilarious, but also heartbreaking at the same time. It is so great. And Bob Odenkirk is in there, and oh, he kills it. He kills it. He kills it, and like everything is in. Everything is in. All right, let's see if we get like a little like description of the trailer soon. All right, nothing is going on. Okay. We have a description for the trailer now, according to Discussing Film. So we're going to go over to them and check out the description for this trailer. Not released online, which I'm totally okay with. Movie doesn't come out until I believe to, so a bit too far for a trailer. All right. Nobody 2 is a vacation sequel that follows Hutch and his family vacation as Hutch slowly slips back into his old action habits through the trip. And that's a little bit description for it. I kind of got the sense of that when I saw the poster. Like, if we click on the poster, they showed this poster like a few days ago. Like, and we kind of got the sense like, oh, he's wearing a Hawaiian shirt. He must be on some sort of vacation or holiday. And of course, it's funny how this is going to be coming out at the end of August when everyone's going back to school. I was like, oh, our vacation was nice. Let's go see some Nobody 2 and see Bob Odenkirk go kicking some ass. Like, oh, if this can have like that John Wick level action like it had in the first one, I am in. I will go see it. I actually really liked the first one, like I was saying. So I've been really excited to hear some more news on this. The first one did not make a lot of money though. That's the problem. Like if we go over the box office mojo, which is where if you want to go know what a movie's box office is, you go there. Go check out how much it is. Let's look at what the first Nobody made. Nobody. And I'm going to share my screen with you now. All right. So I'm going to exit out of that. Go over to Nobody. You can see here, Nobody made 57 million worldwide. Now, this was released during COVID. It was released at like the start of COVID. So it didn't really have a chance to make money because everyone was trying not to die from a disease that was killing the world. So that's something you have to take into account that didn't make a whole lot of money because of that. So maybe it makes more, but I don't hear a lot of people asking for a second one. I personally really want to see the second one, but I think maybe it makes over in the $100 million mark, maybe even the 90 million worldwide right now. So maybe it's successful, maybe it's not. It is Bob Odenkirk. Everyone loves Breaking Bad. Everybody loves him. So, all right. Okay, let's refresh discussing film. Nothing from them. I'm gonna check out our other page. All right. So nothing there. I'll bring you back to discussing film just so you can see. Look, see, nothing updated. Just like the really one announcement that How to Train Your Dragon 2 is in the works. Hopefully by the same director. Hopefully. And then we got some footage. We got some description of some stuff from him, the new executive produced Jordan Peele movie. Then we got some stuff from Nobody 2, Bad Guys 2, and then a lot of stuff from Jurassic Park. I think the cast was there with Scarlett Johansson and Gareth Edwards. So that's what we really got so far. And we still got like 40 minutes left, guys. So there's still a lot that can be shown. A lot can still be shown here. I know a lot of people in the chat were saying like, "Oh, I want to see a Five Nights at Freddy's trailer." Very much going to happen. I think the next one they will show is probably Megan 2.0 because that's the other like release confirmed like stuff that they've already shown this year. And then after that, we get to the stuff they haven't really shown at all, which is stuff like the Black Phone 2, Wicked for Good, and Five Nights at Freddy's 2. So I bet a lot of people are looking forward to that stuff, to be quite honest, more than, the stuff we already kind of know about. So let's refresh discussing film. Yep. Like I said, it takes like, if you look at these time gaps, like that was 10 minutes until a new thing, and this was like 3 minutes so far between a new announcement. So it takes a little bit of time for like them to update because they're there to listen to the presentations, not to just update to us. So they're going as fast as they can. All right, let's go look at my other one. Nothing yet from them. I'm going to open up another Fred's page so I can look at another source. Instagram Fred's. Okay. Cinemacon 2025. Let's go. All right. Nothing really. Yeah, so nothing else really being updated right now. I'll say this about Universal. They're doing a good job. They're doing a good job. I'm enjoying talking about their stuff. I like that what they're doing is they're actually showing trailers. It felt like yesterday with Warner Brothers, they weren't showing a lot of footage. They were talking about a lot of stuff. Same with Sony. They were talking a lot about stuff. Like they weren't really showing any footage. Like I heard for Resident Evil, which I was very excited for, that they just like, here's the director, here's the story, bye bye, no footage, like no nothing. So I'm glad like Universal is actually bringing a lot of things to show people. All right, we're gonna refresh the page. Yep, nothing. Nothing from my other guy. All right. So yeah. Oh, they did like a little How to Train Your Dragon 2 video, so we can go check that out if you guys want. So let's click on that. I'll show you to you guys. I'll just have it playing. Let's go over there. They did like a little logo trailer for it, which is not much, but here you go. Here it is. How to Train Your Dragon 2. There you go. How to Train Your Dragon 2 logo trailer. Pretty cool. Just bring a little 2, June 11th, 2027. There you go for you guys. Like there you go. Like How to Train Your Dragon 2. Pretty cool. It's just like the new one. Exciting. Not much. All right. We're gonna go back to that other page. Discussing film. Up. Let's see. All right. Is this another Wes Anderson movie? Okay. We have another Wes Anderson movie. He's doing one from Warner Brothers and apparently one now for Universal. So let's read this thing because we got some new updates on it. All right. Wes Anderson's The Phoenician Scheme, that's a long ass title, follows the richest man in Europe who is constantly involved in assassination attempts, starring Michael Cera, Benedict Del Toro, Maya Freplitin, I've never heard of that actress before, Tom Hanks, Bryan Cranston, Riz Ahmed, Jeffrey Wright, Scarlett Johansson, and Benedict Cumberbatch. All right, so it looks like Michael Cera's the lead. I love that man. There's Benedict Del Toro, Scarlett Johansson. Is this actual footage? Oh no, this is just like images of the actors. Okay, listen, got a great cast. Well, like I said before yesterday at the Warner Brothers thing, I am not the biggest Wes Anderson fan. He makes a lot of movies that are very, artistic, which is no problem with that. It's just, a lot of them sometimes are understreaming, like Astro City or Asteroid City, whatever that was. Like that movie got such bad reviews. I was gonna go see it, then I heard like it wasn't good. I'm like, okay, I'll skip on that. But he's able to attract really big movie stars, and they don't make a lot of money, but hey, maybe this is one I see. The plot actually sounds interesting about like a rich man who's being trying to be assassinated. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the plot from Reacher season 3 of the season, where it's like the kid's always like being kidnapped and stuff and tortured because his dad's rich, which is a cool thing to look at. Definitely could put some have like a comedy for this. It kind of feels like a comedy, and that's a really bad title, by the way. Like it's a terrible title. The phony Phonican scheme. I don't know how to say this word. Like that's how bad the title is. All right. All right. Okay, we got another one. So, first teaser for Yargos Lanthimos' Bugnoria reveals Emma Stone as a CEO who was kidnapped by a conspiracy theorist played by Jesse Plemons. Okay, another CEO, like rich person type movie. All right, listen. Yargos Lanthimos, of course, directed the movie that gave Emma Stone her Oscar win in what was it? Beautiful Things? Let me look. I can't remember that. I think it was Beautiful Things. Put in the chat. I can't believe I can't remember this movie. It was like on for an Oscar. I just typed in Emma Things. My God, I'm such a okay. Emma Stone. Poor Things. Yes, it was Poor Things. Yes. Won Emma Stone her Oscar, but also he recently did Your Kinds of Sadness or Kindness, whatever that movie was called. It got terrible reviews, had a great cast, but it was not a good movie. Did not go see it because I was going to see it, but the reviews were really bad. And of course, he works with Emma Stone a lot. He works with Emma Stone. He worked with Emma Stone on Poor Things, and then he worked with Jesse Plemons just in Your Kinds of Kindness. I think that's what it was called, right? Your kinds of your kinds of kindness, or is it sadness? Yeah, kinds of kindness. That's what it's called. Kinds of kindness. Heard it was not good. Heard it was not good. So that's good. Might see it. Gotta see a trailer for it first, but they're showing a teaser for it there. All right, this is what you guys been waiting for. This is what you've been waiting for right here. All right, Jason Blum is dressed as Freddy Fazbear on Cinemacon stage. Okay, for those who are looking forward to FNAF 2, here's your FNAF 2. They're about to show something for it. They're about to show something for it. So you all are probably very happy right now. All right. Wow, my other source isn't updating at all right now. Okay. Let's refresh. All right. Nothing yet. It had only been a minute, and we did get a slew of things kind of announced. There was kind of like the artistic films, which, don't make, sadly, those do not make a lot of money at the box office, even though, I like to go see like those type of movies sometimes. Movies like Companion, and like Poor Things. Those are movies that are really like meant to be artistic films, but like no one wants to see it. And people say Hollywood has no original ideas. Like that's what I really hate sometimes when people are like, "Oh, Hollywood makes no original movies nowadays." Like they do make original movies. It's just no one goes to see them. No one. No one goes to see original movies. So that's one of the problems like I find with audiences today. So we do get original movies. Like look, like this Wes Anderson and Yorgos Lanthimos' films. Those are original. But I bet like you guys aren't interested in the movie because they don't know anything about it, like no trailer, no teasers, and plus these movies are very small marketing campaigns as well. All right, nothing else yet. Do. All right. All right. Another thing I want to add on to the Nobody 2 stuff. Apparently, also Sharon Stone is in Nobody 2. Was that confirmed? And you guys are wondering, like, why would I be freaking about Sharon Stone? Why is she such a big thing? Well, she was very much a big actress in the 90s, starring in movies like Basic Instincts. They did Basic Instincts too. I didn't even know that. Like Casino, Total Recall. There's the very infamous Sharon Stone scene in that one movie, which I will not talk about. That's a Basic Instincts. Which, if you want to go see it, go watch it yourself. Go have a fun time watching it. But that's mainly, like, I think what she's known for that movie. All right. Still nothing new from discussing film. All right. Yep, nothing else been updated right now. So Blumhouse is probably going to take the stage, and they're going to talk about their Blumhouse movies right now. So if you're wondering, like, what movies Blumhouse has to talk about, there's some ones they have. Okay, so we go back here. So we have, of course, Five Nights at Freddy's 2. We have The Black Phone 2. And we also have Megan 2.0. And then we also have, I believe it's Soulmate, which is a spin off from the Megan movies, which I don't know what that's about or anything about that, but those are the four movies that Blumhouse could be talking about for the next few minutes. And they could be showing footage for a lot of those right now. They could. They could. Like, I believe that they're showing footage for Five Nights, Megan 2.0, and The Black Phone 2. Maybe Soulmate. Soulmate's a bit more out there to 2026. But those three movies are the ones coming out in the next year, so they'll definitely do a lot of panels on those. All right, let's refresh the other page. All right, nothing's being updated on my pages right now with nor news. Okay. Yep, still nothing. So we'll go back to that page. Back to our Twitter. We'll go back to our page with discussing film. If you guys have like any other pages I should check out because they're doing it faster, like just let me know. All right, this is what you guys wanted. All right. The first teaser of Five Nights at Freddy's 2 at Cinemacon reveals the animatronics out in the real world causing chaos, including killing a teacher in a school. All right. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right. I know you guys are asking for a FNAF right now, but that's pretty cool. Like how like last time all this movie took place like inside like basically a Chuck E. Cheese, and now they're like, oh, what happens if the animatronics get out? What happens then? And they're just gonna go on a killing rampage. Listen, I like I said before, I did not watch Five Nights at Freddy's. Uh, sure, like I know of Five Nights at Freddy's because of Markiplier. Uh, so that's why like I was like interested in some of the trailers, but overall, I would have to go watch the first movie, see if I liked it, and then come back and say like, hey, yeah, I liked the movie, it was okay, and go see the second one. But right now, I'm not really interested in the second one right now. But I know a lot of people are very excited for Five Nights at Freddy's 2. A lot of people are excited. Like this has been a gaming franchise that's been around for a number of years. They've had so many different games, and people are like, we want to see more. We want to see more. And there you are. There's some more. So here's the little description of Five Nights at Freddy's 2. All right. All right. I might have some images for you guys actually of Five Nights at Freddy's 2. All right. So, oh, yep. I got first looks, guys. I got first looks at Five Nights at Freddy's if you're interested. All right. We're going to look at that. All right. Let's see. So here are some first images. We got Josh Hutcherson right here, which love Josh Hutcherson. Looks like he's gone through some things since then. It might be having some trauma. We got to look at looks like this clown sort of thing. If you guys can put in the chat if that's from the game, don't know. We also got to look at look at that's terrifying. Oh my god, that's Foxy, right? That's Foxy. So that's a bit terrifying as well. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, that's terrifying. Ooh, terrifyingly disgusting. And then we have one more, and it's this one. I don't know who that is, but that is kind of creepy with it just like looking at the person there through the curtain. Oh, listen, Five Nights at Freddy's is a creepy franchise. I'm too scared to play the games. I probably was too scared to see the movie too, but these look pretty good. If they like listen, like I know a lot of people didn't really like the writing in the last movie, but like if it can be better, hey, maybe this makes more money. I think it makes more money. A lot of people saw the first one. A lot of people are going to see the second one. So yeah, there you go. Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's. Freddy's, oh yeah. All right. I'll keep you guys updated if any more images come out, or even a trailer leaks online for it. All right. All right. Looks like we have also another image for Five Nights at Freddy's with Mr. Freddy Fazbear. So check that out. All right. So we have like a toy version of Freddy Fazbear, which kind of looks like those like block things that are like super expensive that a lot of like people with money have. um, So that's cool. It looks like Freddy Fazbear's, like all the animatronics have gained traction more in the world, or maybe they're reopening. What is it? The Chuck E. Cheese or Freddy Fazbear's? They're reopening it, and like they got more promotion in there, which will lead to more people dying, of course. So that's a pretty cool image for you guys right there. There he is. There he is. A toy version of Freddy Fazbear. All right, we'll go back to discussing film. Nothing yet. All right, I will refresh this page with anything else. Oh, how long is this? So we got a teaser for FNAF. I'm not going to watch this. Okay, so we are not going to watch. Stop sharing! Bye-bye. Okay, that's gone. Okay, we are not watching the FNAF 2 trailer. I will have to react to that right after this stream is done because like I said, I'm not doing any reactions here. I'm not going to watch anything here. So we got an official trailer now, so I'll watch afterwards. So yeah, that's a pretty cool thing. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to that page because hopefully it's not showing up there anymore. Cinemacon. Yeah, so there's the Five Nights trailer, which is showing right now. So and I think like they also doing some stuff for Black Phone. There's also a rumor going around that they're gonna release the Wicked for Good teaser online tonight. After the Cinemacon presentation they do, which if they release that Wicked trailer, we'll be reacting to that right away. I'll be very excited to watch that. Like, oh my god, I'll be so excited. But if you guys are just joining, they just apparently dropped a teaser for Five Nights at Freddy's, I'm pretty sure. Let me go check like YouTube to see if it's on there. So I'll go type in Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 trailer. Yeah, so they dropped a 47-second teaser for FNAF 2, which a lot of people I think are going to be very excited about. I will definitely react to that after this. So if you want to leave here, go check that out. I'm totally fine with that because if it was me and I was watching someone with this live stream, I would go watch it right now because I know a lot of people are excited. All right, okay, so we got some new stuff here. We already talked about this image of Freddy Fazbear. So let's go to the Black Phone 2. Okay. First teaser for the Black Phone 2 reveals the film is set at a winter camp with the phone conversation now happening in a telephone box. Ethan Hawke's character also skates across ice to kill in one scene. All right, so this is another movie I have not seen, The Black Phone. If you don't know the premise of the first one, it was where this guy kidnaps this little boy, and like this little boy's in his basement, who I believe the kid was played by the star of How to Train Your Dragon. I think it's like Ethan Thames or something. But I know they actually played Black Phone, the first one, fully at CinemaCon when it was releasing a few years ago. And they're doing the second one. I have not seen the first one, so I can't really give you my thoughts on like how excited I am. But it's definitely another one of those Blumhouse movies that I need to check out. Listen, right now Blumhouse is doing a lot. They dropped a teaser for Five Nights at Freddy's. They're dropping a first teaser for Black Phone 2. Listen, at the beginning of this panel, they said that they were going to drop a lot of trailers. And now that we've got Black Phone and FNAF, there's only like two more, which is going to be Megan 2.0, and then it's going to maybe be their 2026 like spinoff of Megan, which is going to be Soulmate. So we'll refresh the page, see if anything new is up there. All right, not right now. Alright, looks like they're still doing Black Phone stuff. Or they could be showing something right now. Probably showing something else right now. Alrighty, let's refresh. Yeah. So it looks like Five Nights at Freddy's is going to be a franchise Universal Blumhouse is going to keep around for a while. Like, I know a lot of you also are looking forward to Five Nights at Freddy's too. I got to watch the first one. I think I'm going to watch the first one on the channel. I just, got to figure out where it is. I think it's on Peacock. I gotta watch that because, this second one seems like it's very anticipated by a lot of people. All right, these are the first looks. This might be from the trailer. So yeah, we got some more look at him. Yeah, this is from the teaser. Yeah, so we'll definitely check that out. I'll look at I'll do a reaction for it after we are done with the live stream, and I'll be up soon after. All right. Yeah, still nothing from the recent from Cinemacon. But hey, at least they're updating a lot. There's a lot of cool news coming out from this Universal panel, which I'm really liking this Universal panel. And according to discussing film, as you can see, that this is actually called Balloon Boy. Don't know what that is. Don't know who that is. So I'm going to have to be some educated on some Five Nights before I go into really talking about it, because I don't know much about Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay. Let's refresh. Nothing there. Let's go to the recent tab. Yeah, so right now, it must be showing something right now. I bet they're showing a lot from Megan right now. I bet they're showing a few minutes of Megan 2.0 right now. I bet we'll see something about that come up. Because that movie comes out, I believe, in June. And they're definitely be showing some footage from that. Because the first one, I believe... How much did the first one make? Let's go Megan. So Megan, let's see. Let's go Megan box office then. So Megan made $180 million worldwide. And the budget, I believe, of $12 million. So yeah, it made a whole boatload of money. Oh my god, it was a hit. Yeah, it was a hit. Yeah, Megan made a whole lot of money. All right, we'll refresh the page now. All right, yep, what I told you, Megan. Okay, let's read about this. All right, so Megan 2.0 follows Megan, who was hired by the military to stop another android who is killing all of her creators. She also skydives off a mountain while performing some sort of heist. What is this movie? What is this? Like, what the hell? My God. This is a doll, right? He's literally a doll. God, this feels like a Team America plot, right? Feels like a Team. You guys know what Team America is? Like it, I, I. It's one of the worst movies I've heard ever made. Listen, Team America World Police. I'll show you guys an image from this movie. This is what is this what they're building towards? Like, let me just show you real quick. I'll show you. Here you go. Is this what are we gonna have like Megan on like a T? Is Megan like the prequel to Team America? Like, are we gonna have like a squad like this, like by Megan 5 or 4? It's like Megan on Team America or Megan versus Team America. Like, that would be funny. That would be funny. But hey, Megan, I know a lot of people are excited. Like, people love the goofiness of that first one. Like, people are going to go, and I believe it got like a really good Rotten Tomatoes too. I think it got like 90% or something around Tomatoes. So people like it. People really like Megan. All right, I'll go back to discussing film for you guys. All right, so nothing else right now is really happening. All right, so that would possibly be the last of Blumhouse, unless they do the Soulmate one, which I think what they meant about this other Android is Soulmate, because if you go to the Universal page, I'll show that again. They have another movie coming out named Soulmate, so I'll show you that. Here we go. So a movie called Soulmate coming out in January 2nd, 2026, which is like, what is it, like a year? It's like a little bit over like a few months after Megan comes out, which Megan comes out in June, that comes out in January. This might be like the other Android, because this is a spin-off apparently of Megan, and I've not seen the first one, but I have to believe it's another Android. This seems like a different Android name, which kind of seems like, like a dating Android in a way, kind of close to Companion in a way, that it could be a spin-off of that. So that's kind of like my prevailing theory right now about Megan like 2 or whatever, even if I've never seen the first one. All right, still nothing. Dooba dooba dooba. Papa, 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 papa. Alrighty, alrighty. Let's go back. Still nada, still nothing, 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 nothing. All right. Do you guys think they've moved on from Blumhouse right now? Because, this isn't a Cinemacon for 2026, it's 2025. Okay, so what could they have to be going on to Wicked next, right? Because it's 5:21. There's only about 9 minutes left in this panel. It's like they still haven't talked about Wicked for Good is the last one they gotta talk about. Wicked for Good is the last one. That's probably what they're sharing for last. And then maybe at the end they make like do some more stuff with like some of the 2026 ones, but I think they end off with Wicked for Good. And if they drop a trailer online, we will react to it right after this is done. Right after it's done. And then after the presentation ends, you will see me again around 8:30, 8:40 as we will be covering the Amazon MGM Studios presentation after this, which was like movies like Jack Ryan, The Accountant 2, Masters of the Universe, and maybe they even do some James Bond stuff as well. Okay, yep, nothing else yet. All right, there is some new stuff on Megan, so I'm going to go over to this site called Cinemovies TV. So I'm going to go over to them because they got some more info on Megan. Let's just check discussing films they got anything new. Nope. All right, so we're going to go over to that other page. So this is what they say. There are a bunch of Megans dancing on stage to Britney Spears' Baby One More Time. Creepy. A new trailer reveals Megan is resurrected to fight an even worse AI doll, but more human-like. All right, so they're gonna have a Megan in here that's gonna be looking more human. If you guys want to read that real quick, I'll keep that on here for a couple more minutes. So basically, she's fighting a more human doll. Listen. What I'm hearing is getting me interested in the movie. Listen, I did not watch Megan 1, but this is making me interested in Megan 2.0. I'm getting interested. I might have to see this movie, even if I think these movies are goofy as hell. I know a lot of people like that first one. All right, I'll just refresh discussing film. Nothing else yet. I'm going to go back to our recent tab for Cinemacon. So, yeah, nothing else seems like it's going on right now. All right. Listen, I think Wicked's up next. Wicked is the last movie of 2025 they are going to have to talk about. Last one they are going to have to talk about. You can't end this and not talk about Wicked. Wicked is your biggest franchise right now. It made you almost $800 million. Made $700 million. That next one might make $1 billion. I'm not gonna lie. People are like, "What? It ended like that?" Like, I think Wicked's next. If they drop a trailer, like a first look or whatever, like they did for the Super Bowl, that'd be awesome. It's been 8 minutes and nothing. I'm not getting any word that the it's over yet because it's still 6 more minutes until this panel is over. All right, no, don't want that. All right. And so with us coming to an end here very soon, because listen, only about 5 more minutes left in this panel. That I did say before, come back at like 8:30, 8:40. We got a late one later in this episode, in today with Amazon MGM Studios. You know, they got cool new projects like maybe some James Bond, Accountant 2, Masters of the Universe. They got a new Jack Ryan movie shooting, so definitely going to be another one I'm excited to check out with them. But we're still on Universal. Nothing else is updated. Oh yes. Okay, we got a new thing. Okay, Steven Spielberg's new UFO film is described as a return to form to his iconic sci-fi films, with a major twist. Starring Emily Blunt, Riot Russell, Coleman Domingo, Colin Firth, Eve Hewson, and Josh O'Connor. Oh, what an interesting cast. All right, let's talk about this for a second. Listen, 2026 has some of the best directors directing films in that year. We got Christopher Nolan. We got Steven Spielberg. We got Denis Villeneuve. You know, we got so many great directors releasing films. And I've been excited. Listen. Steven Spielberg is one of the greatest directors of all time. Like, he gets nominated like every year when his movie comes out. But I really love Steven Spielberg's sci-fi. I love his sci-fi. It's so like original, and it's always so fun to watch. Now he's doing a UFO film, but he's got Emily Blunt, one of my other favorite actors right now, Wyatt Russell, who I love as U.S. Agent, love in Monarch, Coleman Domingo, which he's he's just getting more and more popular day by day. Colin Firth from Kingsman, and then you also got Josh O'Connor in here as well. So great cast. I love the description of the movie that it's a sci-fi film with a twist, and it deals with UFO and aliens. Love UFO/alien type sci-fi movies. Excited to see when we actually get a trailer for it. This is one that comes out June 12th, 2026. So are they, wait. So this comes out June 12th, 2026. Okay. I thought it came out the same day as How to Train Your Dragon 2. How to Train Your Dragon 2 comes out June 11th, 2027. All right. So, hey, it's Steven Spielberg. I'm going to go see it. I cannot wait for it to come out. It's sci-fi, UFOs. Definitely going to be into this movie. Anything else? Okay, that's it for right now. Like, no Wicked? Like, are we not going Wicked? Okay. According to a new one, there's something about that Soulmate movie I was talking about with you guys earlier, right? So I'm going to go to that page because we haven't talked about that yet. All right. James Wan announces Soulmate from the producers of Megan, a new Soulmate robot, Soulmate, dropping 2026. Now has footage being shown. Okay, that was I think they moved past that a bit because we're not doing what's the name? Blumhouse. Blumhouse is now over. Not doing anything else. So let's go and check out Discussing Film. Anything else from them? Nope. All right. I'll go back to one of those pages when we get some more info coming out about them. Usually, like I said, there's about a 5-minute, sometimes even 10-minute gap between. It's like, look, it was like 8 to 10 minutes between the Megan 2.0 stuff and the Steven Spielberg stuff, and there's 1 minute apparently left in this panel at Cinemacon, so they gotta end it with Wicked. Like, they gotta end it with Wicked. You know, they gotta show us something for Wicked. I gotta believe they do. They gotta. It's Wicked, for Christ's sake. All right. All right. I'm hearing they might be doing Wicked right now, if what I'm reading is right. All right. I'll go over. There's someone who just posted something like a minute ago about Wicked. Super Mario 2. I would say that's a no right now, since it's coming to an end. I think they end on Wicked. Super Mario 2 does not come out till 2026. I was hoping for Super Mario 2, but it does not look like they will go into that today. I don't know. They might be going a bit over. They could end with Super Mario 2 and announcing like new cast members if that's what you want. They could do that. They could. So we're going to go over here about Wicked. Exactly 30 days ago, the Wicked campaign ended with Academy Awards. Today, the campaign for Wicked for Good begins at Cinemacon in Vegas. Universal dropping a first look at the much-anticipated follow-up on stage. All right, that might be true right now. It's probably true. Let's look at Discussing Film. All right, yep, okay. It's happening, folks. This is the last thing. This is the last thing they're going to tell. All right, I'm going to go to Wicked right now. I'm going to go to Wicked. All right, Discussing Film. Okay. Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo are now on the Cinemacon stage to present Wicked for Good. Okay, since now this is when the presentation should be over, the last thing they're doing is Wicked, unless they throw something else at the end. But I gotta believe that Wicked is the last thing they will be showing on this panel. Which, personally, this panel has been great. I've loved that so many of you have communicated in the chat, asking questions about movies they're going to be talking about. Some of you got what you wanted. Some of you didn't, but I think this has been really good with announcements and a lot of trailers. Here's what they did. They dropped a lot of trailers at CinemaCon, even dropped some online. And it's being rumored that they could drop this Wicked for Good, maybe a special look or teaser online as well. All right. Nothing yet. Listen, if they drop a first look we're gonna wait till they actually do something. Okay. I was wrong actually. So there's something new coming out that they might have just dropped something for Super. If you're still here, person, who just asked that question in the chat about Super Mario 2, I might have something for you right now. All right, so here we go. So Universal Picks talks 2026. The Super Mario Bros. Movie sequel will be released in April. In July, Minions Free hits theaters, and finally in Christmas 2026, Shrek 5. Okay, so there's your little update a little bit on Mario, Minions Free, and Shrek 5 for 2026. Listen, they're going to talk about most of probably this stuff next Cinemacon because it just makes sense because those movies don't hit for like another year and a half. But we got Mario coming out in April, which we already kind of knew. They just kind of gloss over that stuff. They don't really probably even start shooting those movies yet, guys. All right, so still nothing from Wicked. All right. Let's see. Okay, so we got some more stuff from Wicked. Chu reminds everyone this is the third year Wicked has closed Universal Cinemacon presentation. Yeah, it's been 3 years. Platt says we do it every year if we could. Platt should note that the Wicked on Broadway is having its best year ever because of the movie. Chu finds out he's not getting any back end on the Wicked for good. All right, that's funny. That is fun. Okay. Listen, they've been promoting Wicked at CinemaCon for the last 3 years, guys. For the last 3 years, they have shown Wicked. And for the person in the chat, yes, we will be live for Paramount tomorrow. Paramount, I'm somewhat excited. Listen, Paramount Studio Head always does something ridiculously fun. Maybe they're gonna make a lot of announcements because Paramount does not have a lot more that I really know about right now on top of my head coming out this year. So Paramount live stream tomorrow, and we'll end with Disney tomorrow because tomorrow is the last day of CinemaCon. Sadly, this has been a great week. This is a great presentation. All right, let's go back to discussing film and refresh. All right, we got something new from Wicked. Not a trailer though, just more descriptions. I'm fine with that. All right. Cynthia Erivo says she promises less waterworks on the press tour for Wicked for Good, but Ariana Grande promised she packed tissues. Okay. If you know what happened on the tour, when they're doing press for Wicked, every time they would say something about oh, I love you so much in the film, Ariana and Cynthia would just cry. And there were so many memes about it. So many people are you guys okay? No person should be crying this much. And it was sweet. It was really, really sweet. Very, very cute as well. And I love these two together. Listen. There was, of course, a lot of stuff about Cynthia Erivo happened this year with the backlash. And she said she overreacted. I thought, at the time, it was a terrible thing for her to do right before the movie. But I really like Cynthia Erivo. I think she's a really good actress. I think she's really good. In my opinion, she's iconic as Elphaba. Even I think as iconic as Idina Menzel in the role from the live stage. So I'm really excited for Wicked for Good. I think Wicked for Good could be a $1 billion film because everyone loved Wicked. It was an Oscar-nominated film. It was nominated for Best Picture, guys. Who's to say Wicked Part 2 won't be? And I'm excited to see also who they've cast as Dorothy. Because you guys got to remember, for Dorothy was in the beginning of Wicked, and we saw Dorothy in trailers for Wicked. And I got to believe that maybe they're going to have some big-name actress being there. Not someone like Florence Pugh or someone like that we can recognize in that role. But yeah, let's go back to discussing film, see if they've updated. All right, nothing yet. I'll go back to the most recent page. All right. They're showing a preview. Now I'll go back to my most recent. I'll go to the recent page. Okay, we are seeing the first preview of Wicked for Good. It's a CinemaCon tradition. Yes, it is. All right. So we are getting the first trailer right now for Wicked. Not online. They're showing it at CinemaCon, which means we're going to get some descriptions. Listen. I think the poster they released is awesome. Like, look at this. That is a damn awesome poster. Look at that thing. That thing is awesome. Like, oh my god. The costume design is going to be crazy in this. Like, I'm like, someone might be winning best costume design at the Oscars for this. Like, the same guy who did the costume in the first one, he might two-peat it. He might two-peat it because those look great. But we got a trailer coming. I hope they're not going to release it online. I know I'm being hopeful that they might. I really want them to. Oh my god, if they release it online, but they're not. They're not. This movie is really far away still. All right, I'm going to go back. Let's see, discussing film, anything from them? Nope. All right. Now, for this trailer, I don't know what there's going to be. I don't know. Like I said, I have not seen the play. I have not seen this play. So, I don't know anything that's about to happen. I don't know anything that's about to happen, guys. I don't. I don't know anything about the second movie. I just know that most of the returning cast will probably come back. Hopefully, by the time we see it again, Ariana Grande and Tavera Rivera won't look like skeletons anymore because they literally look like skeletons. Like, honestly, I thought they were like sick or something. All right, nothing from discussing film. So yeah, we're just waiting for the descriptions of this trailer because I don't think they'll release it online. I don't. Yes, Wicked for Good in the chat. Yes, they are doing it right now. The trailer is currently being shown at this exact moment. So why not do I not think they will release it online? Because it comes out in November. Usually they start putting out trailers six months in advance, and they're playing the trailer right now. So I will look to see if there's any descriptions of the trailer yet. It's not looking so. Not looking so right now. Not looking so. Yep. Yeah, so right now there's no word on what's in the trailer. I'm hoping it will be released. And to the other person in the chat, what is your Paramount prediction? Paramount predictions. Oof. I would love them to announce something for Transformers. I'm a big Transformers guy, so something for Transformers would be something I want. They'll probably just mention Sonic 4 because, Sonic 4 is... They've already announced it, that it's coming. I don't think they'll announce any cast for the movie because it's still coming out in 2027. They'll announce that. What other Paramount movies are coming out this year? I don't know. Paramount movies. I'll get back to Wicked in a second. I'm just going to make sure I know my predictions for this year. Movies 2025. All right. So I'll do a little bit Paramount right now while we wait. So for Paramount, let's see. Okay, so definitely Mission Impossible tomorrow. I would love to see some stuff from Running Man and Naked Gun. Those Running Man I'm really excited about because it's Glenn Powell and Edgar Wright. Also, maybe some stuff on the Aang Last Airbender. That would be cool to see. And then maybe they'll probably make out some announcements like they did last year. Love some updates on the last Verona movie. Shadow would be great. Shadow spinoff would be great. And did they do Mario 2 or Jurassic Rebirth yet? Yes, they started with Jurassic World Rebirth, and they just glossed over Mario because that doesn't come out for another year. So I'm going to go back to discussing films, see if they've updated anything. Yep, 7 minutes in, nothing. All right, okay, so I am now getting some descriptions for the Wicked trailer. Not released, but I am getting some descriptions for it. So I'm going to go over it. I'm going to read. All right, I'm off to see The Wizard, says Alphabet in the trailer that debuted for Cinemacon audiences. I can confirm there's a wedding dress, yellow bricks, and even an appearance of the Cowardly Lion, Dorothy, and the others. Wicked for Good isn't complete yet, but we will be in theaters on November 21st of this year. Okay, so let's go over that. So, the famous saying, I'm off to see the wizard. I'm off to see the Wizard of Oz. Like, that song might be in there. But that's kind of funny, Alphabet saying it. Also, it looks like a wedding dress. Maybe Glinda gets married in the film. Listen, guys, I haven't seen the play, not seen the play, so this is all kind of new for me. Like I said, appearance from the Cowardly Lion, Dorothy, and Toto. That makes sense. We're going to see those group of guys get together, including like Scarecrow and the Tin Man. They're all going to come together, and we're going to see it. And maybe they kind of do like a different ending for Wizard of the Oz. Maybe they do it. But that's cool to see. That's your description of the trailer. Now, we're waiting for Discussing Film to do theirs, because they might put out some new stuff. All right. So the Discussing Film is saying that they are putting out that Discussing Film basically just said they're putting the trailers being shown. So they're a bit behind. Okay. Another question from Awesomeness. Disney predictions for tomorrow. Oh, Disney. Now, for Disney, I got to remember that it's not just Disney. They got like 20th Century Studios, and then they also got Pixar. So Disney. I think that we'll have Marvel come out, do some stuff for Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four. I don't think anything for Avengers. I don't think anything for Avengers happens. Like, we just got a big thing for that. We don't need another thing. For just Disney itself, I think Lilo and Stitch will be very big. That movie is like $1 billion guaranteed. Like, that movie's gonna make bank. And then for 20th Century, I think they'll talk about their Predator Badlands movie, which I think sounds really, really cool. Being directed by the same guy who did Prey. And then for Pixar, I think Elio and Zootopia 2 they'll talk about. And there's some other ones as well that I think will be mentioned as well, like Tron Ares, another one I'm very excited for. There's also Freakier Friday, Avatar. They will talk about Avatar tomorrow. Avatar 5, they will get into Avatar 5 tomorrow, because that comes out this year. It comes out in between this and next Cinemacon. So they will talk about that. Yeah, 2027 is going to be a great year for movies in like every category. But 2026, I'm equally looking forward to as well, just because we got movies from Denis Villeneuve, Steven Spielberg, and Christopher Nolan next year. And I honestly think like this year is maybe like a little bit light. There's some big ones, but not a whole lot of big ones. All right, I'm going to refresh some of the other pages. All right. So the film has put out their description of the trailer. We're going to go look at that real quick. Discussing Film says, first teaser for Wicked for Good at Cinemacon shows Glinda and Elphaba reuniting. Elphaba starting her campaign to expose the wizard. Snippets of the original storyline of Wizard of Oz intersecting. What does that mean by original storyline? So, like, does that mean, like, in the play, like, they kind of switched up the story? Who knows? I don't know anything. I don't. Listen, for those who know how the play ends, who knows what happens, good for you. I do not know. I'm still excited for this movie, guys. It's cool that they'll also be kind of, changing the Wizard of Oz, it seems like, a little bit. And, we see Elphaba starting her campaign against the wizard. Listen, the look for Elphaba and Glinda that we've seen from that poster, oh, God, it looks great. They look great. Like I was saying, the costume design might win another Oscar. He might win another Oscar because, God, the costume design is good in this. But, I'm interested to see, also who they cast as Dorothy, and maybe all of her other friends. If they have not already been cast as well, it's fine, because they did say they're still working on this movie. All right. Okay, so we got some more right here from Discussing Film. All right. The reunion scene of Glinda and Elphaba in Wicked for Good. This is the dialogue that was said. Elphaba, I know you're here. Just come out before the monkeys spot you, says Glinda. This is between us, the wizard and I, says Elphaba. Oh, see, me saying it doesn't make any impact because I'm not the actor or actress saying it. But I bet people cheered, guys. I bet people were like, yeah, woo, yeah, Glinda and Elphaba back together. Like, listen. I'm so excited for this movie, guys. I am so excited. Like, could this be better than the first? Who knows? It could. It could be better than the first. Like, we've seen sequels that have been way better than the first movie. Look at, like, Spider-Verse, Star Wars, I'm excited. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm excited. Like, do I wish they would drop this trailer right now? Yes, I do, because I would stop the stream and go watch it immediately just to go check it out. But I don't think they will. But yes, very, very cool. Universal brought the thunder. They brought the thunder. All right, and there's also some others saying that they actually played the Defying Gravity orchestra. They had an orchestra playing Defying Gravity as well. That is pretty cool to see. And we got no images from the trailer. There are some images of, Alphaba and Glenda. Cynthia and Ariana. Looks like they're not looking like skeletons anymore. I'll go over to that real quick. I'll go over. Let's check that out. Okay. Listen. I'm glad Ariana does not look like a skeleton anymore. I'm glad she doesn't look like a skeleton. Like, that's good news for me. Like, I was so worried because Sylvia, I'm a bit worried about her because look at her, like, this is not what a normal person should look like. Like, they're really skinny. Like, they were really skinny. And I was like, are they okay? Because the last time I saw someone that skinny was Chadwick Boseman, and it made me, like, insanely and, like, after, like, oh, everyone's worried. And then, like, he sadly passed away because he was sick the entire time. But these two together, they're great. And it looks like I have a new question in the chat about Disney. My first thoughts on Beyond the Spider-Verse. I thought it looked great. Listen. I am so excited for Beyond the Spider-Verse. I think Into and Across Spider-Verse are maybe the two greatest Spider-Man films and are in the conversation for the best superhero movies ever made. Especially Across Spider-Verse. I love that movie. Saw it so many times in theaters and at home as well. I'm excited for Beyond to end the story. I'm glad it's still coming out. My predictions is that Miles is going to die. I think they're going to kill Miles in Beyond the Spider-Verse. I think the looks at Prowler Miles looks absolutely awesome. I think he's going to become I think everyone's going to love that character. I think the reunion between Gwen and Miles, that will really cool as well. What I want is Miles to push her away still and have Gwen do something to get his trust back because Miles was ultimately betrayed very badly by Gwen. And I'm excited to see the other Spider-Man theme characters we did not see it across, like Spider-Ham, Spider-Man Noir, a bit more of Penny Parker, and of course all the other ones as well. So that's my thoughts on the first look for Spider-Verse. I thought everything looked really, really good, and I cannot wait for it to come out in 2 years. So I'm going to go back discussing films, see if there's anything else. All right, they're looking like nothing else. The presentation is over by now. All right. Okay, so no one was allowed to record. Okay, no one was allowed to record in there. Okay. All right, so we have I have just found a more detailed description of that Wicked trailer. So I'm going to go to it and we're going to read every part of it. All right, so this is what we have. Okay, it opens with cracking windows around Glinda in the Emerald City. Elphaba, I know you're here. Just come out before the monkey spot you, says Ariana Grande. This is between us, the wizard, and I, says Cynthia Erivo. Princess Fiero leads a squadron that is hunting Elphaba. Elphaba writes, our wizard lies in the sky with her broomstick. An angry mob with pitchforks comes. The song For Good plays. I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, Ariana Grande sings. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? Elphaba and Glinda harmonize together. We see an overhead shot of Dorothy walking the yellow brick road with the Scarecrow, Tin Man, and Cowardly Lion. Okay, that's kind of what we saw in the trailer already for the first movie. Because I knew you, I have been changed for good, the pair sings together. I'm off to see the wizard, says Cynthia Erivo. She flies through the sky, followed by flying monkeys. Cut to the title. All right, that is your full description of the Wicked For Good trailer. It sounds amazing. It sounds amazing. It sounds emotional. It sounds awesome. Okay. I need this to see this. I need to see this. Okay. Listen, and they're not going to release it. They didn't allow any phones in there because they know how big this movie is going to be. They know how big it's going to be. But this just sounds great. Some stuff about Fierro in there. I hope he ends up okay. I was a bit worried for him at the end of the last movie. I'm like, is he going to be okay? Like, he's in a love triangle right now with Elphaba and Glinda. Like, is he going to be okay? And Jonathan Bailey, I thought he had one of the best songs in the movie, "Dancing Through Life." I loved that sequence, and I honestly love Jonathan Bailey as an actor. I'd never seen him in anything. He was great. He was great. And I think with all of that out of the way, guys, that's going to be the end of this panel, I believe. Yeah, this is we're in a few minutes over, almost at the 2-hour mark, but that's going to be it for our coverage of the Universal panel. Was a great panel. There was a lot of trailers shown at Cinemacon. There was one release that was the FNAF one, which I'll react to and I'll get it up as soon as possible. But what did you guys think of this panel? I thought it was absolutely excellent. Great stuff. They had a lot to talk about, covered everything, made a few announcements with How to Train Your Dragon. A second one is now coming. Talked a little bit about some upcoming 2026 movies. Sadly, nothing about the Odyssey, which is okay. They'll talk about that next year. Cannot wait for that. I am so excited for that. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all that, and I'll see you guys again tonight for the Amazon MGM Studios presentation. See you later.